What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of my Mariners YouTube franchise series. My name is West Coast 22. Appreciate you watching, and welcome to the episode where I admit that I am just a freaking idiot. If you guys watched the last episode and you paused it and kind of moved back and forth, you already know what happened. But me, being a little bit of ADHD, always going up and down and moving around and doing buttons like this just because I get bored when I'm talking, I clicked on the wrong trade. We did not get the trade that we wanted because I was clicking up and down and moving buttons. So we got the trade that we accepted. I am an idiot. So we're going to try to remedy it. I don't think it's going to happen, but we're going to try to remedy it. I'm not going to force trades. I'm not going to go back. Actually, if I could force trades, I would just fix it because that would never happen. But I don't think we can force trades in this game. I don't think force trades the thing. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Because if force trades were a thing, I would just go back. And make it happen. You would assume force trades is a thing, but I just don't know where that would be. So while I'm recording, I'm actually going to Google. But I don't think it's a thing. I think you have to legitimately alter ratings. And because I know you can force trades at the beginning of making your franchise, but I don't think it's something that you can change during. I could be wrong. But I don't think it's something that can be changed. So I'm just going to try to fix it the good old... I mean, I could go back and just not save everything that I did. But I think I'm going to go back and see if I can trade. Because that's terrible. That would completely screw everything up. So what I'm going to try to do is see if I can get these people back for my guy. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to try. I think it was a shortstop that I got as well, Gio Perez. Okay, then I'm going to go to the Phillies. I don't think they're going to give him back to us. We think we should be getting more. So is it like that close? Is that what's going on? Is it that close, or am I just an idiot? We've already kind of done that once. We've already done it once. Dang. Dang. We're definitely interested. So it's not... Man, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, so we're going to try something different. Give me a second here. I'm going to see if we can edit some stuff here and see if they'll take it. And then I can edit them back. So give me a second. We're going to try something. I'll be right back with you. All right. So I kind of figured it out, kind of not. So if you look at what's happening right now, I put Gio in there. I put Walt Howard. They won't take the reliever that they gave me. They won't take Raymond Chen. So for some reason, if I take out Juan Then, they won't take Raymond Chen. They think they need to get more. So, but if I throw in Juan Then, 25 years old, 70, I'm never going to use this guy. Then they'll take it. But what I did, though, I had to bump up Gio Perez and make him just amazing, and I had to crush Jake Fraley. So I'm going to make this trade, then go back and change the two to where they were at. Then attempt the trade again with Jake Fraley. And actually get the people that I want to get. So let me go make all these guys normal again. Let me accept this trade here. Offer this trade to the Phillies. Make sure Perez, Howard. Okay. We're going to trade back. Okay. Then we're going to go back. So let me go in, change these roster, or change these guys back to where they were. And I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we're back again. We fixed Fraley's attributes. We fixed Gio Perez's. This was the original trade they were trying to offer us. Gehringer, Campillo, and Chavez for Jake Fraley. They're still interested in making the deal, which is great. So we fixed it. We're going to accept the trade. Now we're back to where we were. Good Lord. Ugh. Okay. Nuts, dude. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Again, now they went in and they put people where they shouldn't go. But now I can go to all and I can go to potential and sort because I know two of those were A's, right? A lot easier to find them now. Oh, yeah, MLB roster. I'm a dummy. Okay, so there they are. Ooh, Campillo's a high A, and so is Ernesto. So they're above 93s. Holy Lord. Okay, so they put him in double A. This guy's going to be class A, buddy. Sorry, homie. I mean, I guess. No, you're going to have to be class A too. All the guys I just got, we're going to put down to class A, and then we'll figure it out. The last guy I think was a B potential. I mean, I got to find him. Jeremy Gehringer. He's in AAA. Get out of here, bro. Okay, so that's where we're at now. Those are all of our new guys. Now, AA needed some help. AA needed pitchers. So it looks like this guy is going to be a pitcher. Because AA has 6 starters and only 6 pen. And so 7 pens, so they're good. AA needs an outfielder. So I really don't want it to be this guy, though. We saw this Chen guy. So we're actually going to... I ordered that wrong. So we're going to bring up LJ Newsome to AA instead. And then I need an outfielder. It's going to be Tim Miles. Okay, there we go. Now I did things correctly. Now we're ready to go for the draft. This video is probably going to be long as well. I apologize. Holy Lord. But I couldn't not fix what I was doing. I messed up. I don't want that to be a big issue, so I changed it. We need a new central. Everyone else seems to be okay. I mean, yes, we could switch to the East with a much, much better guy. And I'm actually going to because we have the money. So why not just get the best scouts there are? And that should be it. Okay, so scouts are set. So if we look through our roster now, we need to get the next crop of starting pitchers. So pitchers is going to be huge. The next crop of starting pitchers is what we need. We look at bullpen, we're okay. Catchers, we are absolutely okay. We're not even going to scout catchers. We're still going to scout the infield. I mean, we did just pick up Campillo, but he's 3-4 years out. We have Bollinger and Gonzalez. So we're going to scout the infield, but we're not necessarily going to take anybody from first base. We highly need a third baseman. Shortstop would be nice, and then start getting some outfielders as well. So we're going to hit even though we just got Chavez, we're going to hit the outfielders hard and pitching hard, especially starters. And that is going to be our biggest deal going forward. So we're gonna start here. As always for scouting, let me get to scouting. Let me get to the draft. We'll be right back with you again. 3 seconds for you, 20 minutes for me. But let's get to draft day. We'll see where we are in the standings, see if we can dodge the injury bug, and get ready to draft the next top prospects for the Seattle Mariners. All right, so we are back. Not a bad start to the season. 32-24. I will take it. As you see, we had a okay first month. We started out really hot the first couple weeks, kind of tailed off. You know, towards the end of May there, we had a 6-game losing streak. But hey, 32-24, can't be upset. I feel like I did a pretty good job scouting this year too. I'm only gonna hone in on a couple of positions. I mean, you pick what's best available, but I'm hoping that the positions that I need, there are some good people there, because we need to replenish our starting pitching going forward with some high potential guys. So the only thing that we had hurt us was Ty France. We lost our 2-hitter. He has another month or two. He's probably going to be out until the next video, until the All-Star break or around there. Big loss. We brought up Joe Rizzo to take his spot. But it's like the first big injury we've had in the past couple years while we're going to draft time, so can't really be upset. So let's go into the draft here. Let's hope we can beat Oakland going into the draft. We can, 3-0, so that's good. We go in 33-24, and here we go to the draft. We have the number 20 pick. We don't have anything else because none of our people were signed. So all these comps, our guys are going to be taken, so we got to get it figured out here. We're not going to get one of the top guys because we're number 20. They're all going to be gone. But there's going to be a decent amount of 80s because there were a lot of 80s that I scouted. So we have some choices here as to where we want to go. Jacob Gee. Stamina high. Pretty good. Control. I mean, when you're making a first-round draft pick, especially pitchers, you want as many 70 or higher as better. Or a 70 or higher as you can. The 265s are not going to kill him. They're still well above average. They're still really, really good. So this guy's not, and he's a lefty, which is huge, and he's only 19. So that's a pretty solid one right there. Christopher Harms, high speed, good contact hitter. We already have people like this, so I'm probably going to pass on Christopher Harms. Carlos Casilla, the 60s. I mean, he's not fully scouted, but don't like the 55s and the 60s compared to Jacob Gee. So right now, that's our guy still. Fritz McGregor, what a freaking name. But again, too many in the 50s comparatively. Not fully scouted, but still, Jacob is still much, much better. Andres Morales, pretty solid center fielder. High speed, very, very good speed, very good defensively. The hitting, probably an average hitter, 240, 250, something like that. So definitely not better than Jacob. I like Jacob. Barry Mitchell. Ooh, Barry Mitchell. I love the power. Look at the power. He's a switch hitter. He's ready. His overall is going to be super low. He's Dutch. Great fielding. Below average speed at third base. But look at that arm. He's elite defensively over there at the hot corner. Average discipline, average vision, average contact. So he's going to be one of those, 240, 250 with 25 bombs, maybe even more than that, 30, 35 if that power keeps going up. So I like that, especially at third base. Oh, that's a tough one. There's no way that I'm getting both of these guys, so I'm going to have to choose the right way. Oh, that's brutal. If I'm looking for overalls, Jacob Gee, the pitcher, is going to have a better overall. This guy, though, high potential, for power, high potential for defense. Infielders are just so hard to hit, and I just don't feel like pitchers are. So we'll keep looking, but that's gonna be tough. To pass on a hitter might be pretty tough. No, thank you. David Morant. A lot of 65s, 80s, 75. Great pitcher. Great pitcher, but I think Jacob Gee's better. Because he has a lot of 70s. Or he has more 70s and more 80s. So, man, this is going to be tough. Alfredo Ramirez, average across the board. Doug Gribble, average to above average across the board. Edgar Abreu, pitcher. Don't like the control. Rest is really good. Stamina, K per 9, velocity, break is all really, 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 really top end. Still think Jacob is better, though. Still think Jacob is better. Now we start going into the 75s where these are not really first-round draft picks. Good players, but not really first-round draft picks. So this comes down to do we take the pitcher who's not fully scouted? So we're taking a little bit of a risk here because he's not fully scouted with 265s, or do we take the 19-year-old third baseman who needs time to develop, hits the whole field, high power? I think I'm leading toward Barry Mitchell simply for the fact that finding really good hitters that I like are rare, and finding pitchers are way more common, especially top-end pitchers. I think this guy is going to be a 90-plus overall. I really do. And so if you're looking for straight overall, I think this guy's the better. But considering the team needs that we have at third base, we have Ty France, who's 31. I mean, yes, Shed Long potentially. Nick Gonzalez can't play third. Evan White's on his way out. Joe Rizzo is 26. He's not going to get too much better. Chadwick can play third, but he's not a power guy. We need guys that can hit home runs. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're lacking. The rest of these guys are just not there. I'm going to kick myself by not taking this guy, considering he's 19 years old. I mean, so is Barry Mitchell, but I just finding infielders that are that good that I like with the power and the defense, he's more valuable to me. Jacob Gee is going to be 90 plus. I'm telling you, yes, we need to replenish our pitchers, but we have a lot of good young pitchers, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them coming up. So we're good for, 3, 4, 5 years. Barry Mitchell, though, he's just too good of an infielder. We don't see infielders very much. So we're going to go Barry Mitchell here. I know Jacob Gee is going to be gone very quick, but that's just the way it is. Is he still there? He's still there. What? Oh my goodness. Through 2 comp rounds. How the hell is Jacob Gee still here? I mean, a bunch of 80s are still here, so I scouted a bunch. Like, I strategically scouted a bunch of people, but oh my gosh, Jacob Gee. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, it was only 1 comp round. Yo. Did not think we would get both, and we got both. Doug Gribble is available too. An 80 potential. I don't like him, though. I don't like him. He's average across the board. I mean, he's 80. I get it. So we might just get him because there's nothing else left for potentially trade bait. Scott Ladner at third base. Good power. I mean, I kind of like this guy better. I kind of like Scott Ladner better. Average contact, good power though, great defender. We just got a third baseman, I know, but we take best available at this point. Okay, well, maybe we change our mind here. Maybe we change our mind here. Willie Cortez. An outfielder with speed, good defense, above average across the board. These kind of guys confuse the hell out of me. 70 potential. He's practically fully scouted. Like the ETA is 2027, which means he's ready by next year, because I believe we're in 2026. With these attributes, I mean, it's probably compared to the class, but with these attributes, he's only 70 potential. I don't know about that. We're going to take Willie Cortez. He's pretty much scouted. Another outfielder would be nice. And I really like his stats there. We can hope that Ladner's still there. I mean, not taking the 80 potential here, I just don't see anything special. So how is he 80 potential? I don't know. With scouted abilities that low. So I'm going to take what I see. And what I see is Willie Cortez. What I see is Willie Cortez. Doug Gribble is still there. He is still there. Now I don't think we can pass on him. In round 4, getting a guaranteed 80 potential. Again, even if it's for trade bait, we got 2 second basemen last season. We're going to have to start trading them for prospects because we don't need 3 of them. But, I mean, there's Ladner too. There's Ladner as well. Maybe we get Ladner instead. Ladner can just play third, I believe. And Barry Mitchell, it doesn't show. Player cards don't work. I forgot. But, I mean, again, yes, there's an 80 potential here, but I don't see it. I don't see it. So we're going to go Scott Ladner instead. Doug Gribble goes right after us. We're going to look at him. Remember to look at him. Joel Norris, a closer. Not fully scouted. We might grab him just because skills are pretty. I mean, he could either, even if he goes up and he's a 75, this is a pretty good 5th round pick here. We guessed last season on a couple guys and got really lucky. And if I could limit the amount of guessing we did this year, that would be fantastic. So I'm gonna take Joel Norris because I know he's at least like K per 9 hit per 9 velo. It's pretty good. Yes, he could drop to a 65 because of scout, but I'm gonna take my luck here and grab Joel Norris and see what happens. And then we're only gonna hypothetically straight guess. Why didn't I get a 6th round pick? Hello? I didn't get an extra pick. Why didn't I get a 6th round pick this year? What the hell? What the hell? Did I miss something? Were there just too many comp picks this year? Yo, I'm so confused as to how I just didn't get another pick. That's unfortunate. We only got 5 picks. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. But let's go up to sign draft picks. We got to look up Doug Gribble and see how badly we missed, but let's see how we did. I think the first 2 are going to be really good. I'm not expecting Barry Mitchell to have a high overall because his contact. So as long as he's 85 would be nice, but I don't expect him to be high 90. So we'll see. Let's see how we did in year 6. Awful. Awful. Barry Mitchell, a lot better than I thought he'd be. The 90 is good. Jacob Giebing, 83 is a super disappointment because based on his scouting, maybe it was just a weak draft class. Maybe it was just a weak draft class. All of his elite 80s situations, 80, this, 80 that, 80 that. Didn't seem to correlate in his overall. His potential's going up, so that's good. So is Barry Mitchell. Cortez, I mean, pretty good across the board, though, considering. Still has a little bit to go up. Potential going down, though, so that's not good. Ladner, kind of the same thing where I expected. And Joel Norris, we guessed. It's not good. So, really, really bad draft. A terrible draft. And we only got one pitcher. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get a 6th draft pick. I don't know why we didn't. That seems really stupid. I've never had it just cut off draft picks unless you have too many. Someone like the Marlins, they got 8. Typically, when you have a certain amount, you don't draft anymore. Not when you have 5. Cubs only got 4. And I didn't sign anybody, so I didn't lose any draft picks. So that's really frustrating. I'm not a fan of that happening. It would have given us another chance to hit somebody, so I'm not excited about that. I don't know why the game did that. Braves had a hell of a draft. We're looking for Gribble. I think that's the only real guy. See, towards the end, Augustin Franco, their last pick, 89. We got kind of cucked. We got kind of screwed here by the draft, and I don't know why it didn't give us a 6th-round pick. I mean, it obviously ran out of prospects, but that's really stupid that it wasn't generated properly. All these guys that have Fritz McGregor ended up being 87. Disappointing. This draft is really, really bad. Oh, thanks, Dodgers. Let's take 11 people, and they're all terrible. Hope that's good for you. Hope that's good. Only 4 picks for the Red Sox. Oh, there's Gribble. 89. 89 potential. So we absolutely missed on him. Don't see how he's an 89 potential with the scouting that we got. 50s and 55s across the board for him, all average. Don't see how he's a 89 potential. Don't see it. So that's a little frustrating. So it's a pretty bad draft. A pretty bad draft, how everything went down. David Morant was another pitcher that we were looking at. I feel like the scouting and the overalls are really, really skewed this year, for this draft. High overalls, high scouts, 80K per 9, 80 hit per 9, 80 velo, 80 break, walk per 9, 75, and he turned out to be an 83. Really shocking. Don't know how that happened. No idea how that happened. I do like that Barry Mitchell ended up being a 90, but what a terrible, terrible draft. Not a fan. Don't feel like that went well, and I don't really know why. If anybody has an idea on how it went wrong, you let me know. But based on what I saw from Jacob Gee's scouting and Doug Gribble's scouting, potentials at the very least should have been swapped. I mean, I know potentials and scouting are kind of separate, but you can't show somebody fully scouted at average across the board and then give a 90 potential practically. That's odd. And then vice versa, showing Jacob here this pitcher at 80s and 75s across the board pretty much, and then give an 83. It seems silly. Seems silly, but it is what it is. Not a great draft. But we made up for it a little bit by trading Jacob Fraley and getting 3 draft picks from the Phillies. So the game taketh, the game giveth, and we're just going to have to deal with it. But we are 33-24. I got to write down these draft picks so we don't forget. I appreciate you guys watching. Pretty underwhelming, but I will take the 90 overall third baseman. That's going to be very, very huge for us. I'm very excited that we picked Barry Mitchell first because there's a chance that he would have been gone. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check the description, Twitch, Twitter. Come check me out. Come hang out. Come toss a follow. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Be good to each other. Peace.